Europe is one of the largest coaster meccas in the world, so I went to Captain Coaster to find the best roller coaster in each of the 51 European countries, then ranking each of those countries in order of their highest ranked coaster. Out of those 51, only 22 of them had a roller coaster on the Captain Coaster Global leaderboards. Out of those 22 countries, 12 of them were showcased last video. In this video, we're going to go over the top 10. If you haven't watched part 1, I recommend watching that first so you know the rules of this ranking, because I don't want to spend too much time on another long intro. Part 1 was heavily dominated by alpine coasters, with a few noteworthy coasters sprinkled in at the end. But this part is entirely made up of world-class coasters, mostly within the top 50 worldwide. Just like last video and the series before it, this list is a cumulative opinion of everyone who has ranked and rated their favorite coasters on Captain Coaster. With that being said, let's get into Europe's elite. Starting off the top 10, we have the country of Denmark, with its best roller coaster being Fønix at Fønix Summerland. This coaster boasts a 96.3% rating and it is ranked 57 worldwide. Fønix is one of the many reasons that American enthusiasts wish modern Vekoma would come to the States. Every single element, every single inversion flows very well into the next one, almost like it's natural. In my opinion, I feel like Vekoma is second to none when it comes to how their layouts flow on pretty much all of their coasters. And it seems like I'm not the only one who thinks that, because if you look at Captain's review, which is basically an AI summary of all the reviews, it says, "The overwhelming majority of riders describe Fønix as an exceptionally smooth and fluid coaster with a tightly packed, well-designed layout that delivers abundant airtime, satisfying inversions." For all the Americans out there who haven't experienced a new Vekoma like this, the best comparison to this ride I can draw is probably a Chance Hyper GTX. Imagine Lightning Run at Kentucky Kingdom, except it has inversions as well. And it seems like pretty much everyone who has ridden Fønix considers it an elite ride as well. After Let Coaster, which was a little bit too aggressive for my taste, Vekoma fully delivers with this coaster. The front gives you a milder ride with floating airtime, while in the back, it delivers some good ejector airtime. Great first drop, wonderful hang time in the following inversion, some snatchy twists and turns, an inversion through the station, and fun. Your daddy will also like this.
Huh?
Number 9, we're heading to the country with the world's best food, the United Kingdom, with its best roller coaster being Hyperia at Thorpe Park with a rating of 97.4%, and it is ranked number 41 worldwide. Here comes Europe again, getting all of the interesting Vekomas and the mock hypers. And I just want to say that Hyperia looks like a demented ride. While this ride is incredibly short, what it does manage to pack into its small layout is nothing short of a miracle. Mock rides looked at the formula on how to make a hypercoaster and they threw it in the trash because that first drop is unconventional. Even looking at a POV, when you crest that lift hill, the track below it lines up so perfectly that you almost think you're gonna drop going forward, but instead the train does a 180-degree turn and ends up going in the other direction. You go into the demonic outer bank turn. And an outer banked airtime hill is an understatement, because it doesn't just outer bank, it ends up inverting all the way. So you can complain about the ride being short, but one thing you can't ignore is how unique the elements on this ride are. There's a little rattle that gets worse as the day goes on, but that didn't take away from the ride experience or stop me from riding this masterpiece as much as I could. Every element absolutely slaps. What an incredible coaster with phenomenal forces. Love it. Hyperia is the best coaster at Thorpe Park and in the UK. My favorite element has to be the stall. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10. Moving on to number 8, we have the country of Sweden, with its best roller coaster being Wildfire at Kolmården, with a rating of 98.7%, and it is ranked number 23 worldwide. A top 25 coaster in the world being located at a zoo is kind of interesting, but it's also kind of a smart move at the same time. The natural setting of this ride looks amazing, and the views you get at the top of the lift hill are breathtaking, and the fact that you do that little helix before the first drop, it gives you ample time to take in all of the sights and scenery. From the pictures and POVs I've seen, Wildfire looks like one of the most scenic coasters out there, and one of the best coasters in terms of how well it interacts with the nature around it. Even though this is a zoo, it looks like it belongs there. It looks like it's been there for a long time. And like most other RMC coasters out there in the world, it provides world-class airtime. The way this ride hugs the scenery is out of this world. Masterpiece of a wooden coaster. The inversions are incredible and the airtime moments are really solid. It's also surprisingly forceful otherwise and runs really well. The setting alone is worth the trip. Plummeting down a cliffside on an RMC wooden coaster is an unforgettable experience. It's smooth, fast, and features some of the best inversions found on any wooden track. Moving on to number 7, we have the country of Germany, with its best roller coaster being Voltron at Europa Park, with a 98.8% rating, and it is ranked 22 worldwide. Let me just say, based on what I've seen, POVs, pictures, this looks like one of the best themed coasters on the planet. Second of all, this coaster probably has one of the most diverse portfolio of elements featured on any roller coaster that I've seen. Now, for those of you who haven't ridden Voltron and you don't want to be spoiled on the experience, I'll put a timestamp here to skip this part. The ride starts off with an incredibly unique bounce track. You've heard of drop tracks before where the train will drop you onto another section of track, but this one just bounces you. And I feel like you don't see bounce tracks often on roller coasters because this seems like a thematic element more than an actual ride element. But for a themed experience like Voltron, that's when it comes into play because the bounce track acts as an element to play along with the theming. Not only does it have a bounce track, it also features a vertical launch, a junior scorpion tail, a switch track, and so many other inversions and elements, all featuring airtime, some of which feature hang time. This roller coaster has a little bit of everything for every type of enthusiast out there. If you like hang time, this ride has you covered. You like airtime, this ride has you covered. The world-class elements on this ride, combined with how unique they are and the top-notch theming, makes this an elite coaster, and I personally thought this roller coaster would be ranked higher because of all of this. But then I look at more rides down the list and I can start to understand that the competition in Europe is so tough that a ride like Voltron doesn't even make top 5. Coming in at number 6, we have the country of France, with its best roller coaster being Toutatis at Parc Asterix, with a 98.8% rating, and it is ranked 21 worldwide. This roller coaster looks like the upgraded version of Pantheon, and by that I mean it features some theming and better landscaping overall, a really well-designed Intamed multi-launch coaster with the swing launch, accompanied by good scenery. Intamed makes some of the best roller coasters on the market, and their Intamed LSM coaster is the best model of theirs. I also want to point out the trains for this ride look amazing. I love the way the trains look. Toutatis is a world-class roller coaster. The launches are amazing and the pace is flawless. I absolutely love the theming, and the ride is a great combination of intense elements, airtime, and lots of fun. 10 out of 10. This ride was just amazing. The ejector airtime on the back row was so much fun. This roller coaster makes for a fantastic experience. I rode this thing 6 times, and every time I rode it, I discovered new sensations. The ride is packed with airtime and the launches are great. The drop didn't disappoint either. The layout and scenery of Toutatis is so good. The only concern for this ride is an enthusiast complaint, being the trimmed top hat. If the only complaints of a roller coaster you have are something nitpicky like a trimmed top hat, then you already know this ride is good. We are breaking into Europe's top 5 with the Netherlands, with its best roller coaster being Untamed at Walibi Holland, boasting a rating of 99%, and it is ranked number 18 worldwide. RMC has done it again with another stellar layout filled with airtime and whippy inversions and transitions. This ride throws airtime hill after airtime hill right after another, with an occasional inversion mixed in between. RMC is known for their legendary airtime, and this roller coaster is no different. They couldn't have done any better with the given layout. Yet to ride another roller coaster with this quantity of quality airtime, the double inverting corner stall remains one of my favorite inversions ever. The greatest coaster in the country by a landslide. It is, in my opinion, totally flawless. The layout has no dead spots, all the airtime hits, and the inversions are fun and floaty. And I understand that POVs don't do a roller coaster justice. Everyone says roller coasters are a lot more intense and fun than they actually look on camera. But what I saw on camera was an insanely fast-paced ride with unrelenting airtime hills. And if the roller coaster is even better in person, it's no wonder why this is the best coaster in the Netherlands. We are moving to our number 4 spot, with the country of Spain, with its best roller coaster being Gotham City Escape at Parque Warner Madrid. It has a 99.1% rating and is ranked number 15 worldwide. Here is another Untamed LSM coaster, much like Toutatis, that features a very diverse offering of elements. And it seems this ride focuses a little less on airtime and more on quick transitions and inversions, which I'm okay with. Much how like I compared Toutatis to Pantheon, I would like to compare this ride to Velocicoaster, maybe a couple steps below it. Even though this ride doesn't have the best theming in the world, the layout more than makes up for it. What the F, Untamed? This is insane. Ejector every corner, excellent inversions, ultra smooth ride, comfy lap bars. I can't find a single bad thing about this ride. Excellent ride. Kept breaking down with the train stuck on mid-launch, but back in operation quite quickly. Well-themed pre-show area, and comfortable-ish shaded queue line. The Jonkler stole my shoe. Not too long ago, I posted a poll on my community tab asking you guys which European country do you think has the best roller coaster? And basically nobody said Finland. No one was rocking with Finland. But it seems like everyone on Captain Coaster is, because number 3 is the country of Finland, with its best roller coaster being Taiga at Linnanmäki, boasting a 99.4% rating, and it is ranked number 11 worldwide. This is an interesting looking ride that plays very well on terrain, being located on the hillside. This one also appears to be in a very good setting and providing good views of the surrounding area. What people seem to love about this ride most is the fact that it hugs the terrain so well. Not only do people love its terrain-hugging layout, they also very much like its relentless pacing, that being the extreme airtime that this ride has. Untamed appears to have taken a page from Vacoma's book and made sure that every single element on this coaster flows really well together. Not only that, I really dig the color scheme. Phenomenal. Such an incredible ride from its relentless pacing, powerful airtime, and intense twists and turns. There's not one moment of wasted track on Taiga. The views of Helsinki are awesome, and the way the layout interacts with its surrounding rides and terrain are the cherry on top. Easily top 10 coaster worthy. So while it seems like my viewers don't really seem to be rocking with Finland, the people of Captain Coaster do, and they say Taiga at Linnanmäki is a top 10 worthy roller coaster worldwide. Number 2, taking home the silver medal for best coaster country in Europe, we have the country of Belgium, with its best roller coaster being Ride to Happiness at Plopsaland, Belgium, with a 99.6% rating, and it is ranked number 6 worldwide. This mock extreme spinner looks out of this world, and based on my rides on Time Traveler, I can definitely see why many people consider this to be the best coaster in the world. This ride manages to pack absolutely everything that enthusiasts love about roller coasters into a single ride. From the spinning trains, the masterfully crafted inversions, and the whip and ejector that this ride provides, in addition to it being a number 1 bucket list coaster of mine. This roller coaster is designed by God. Oh my God, best coaster in Europe. Simply an amazing ride. The best coaster in Belgium and one of the best worldwide. Everyone who's ridden this coaster holds it in such high esteem. A ride like this looks like a breath of fresh air with its unique layout and exciting ride experience. And at number 1, taking home the gold medal, is the country of Poland. And to nobody's surprise, its best coaster is Zadra at Energylandia, with a rating of 99.8% and ranked number 3 worldwide. In my perspective, this ride looks like a bigger and upgraded version of Wildcat's Revenge at Hershey Park. And if it's anything like that, it's no wonder why this thing is ranked number 3 worldwide and ranked number 1 for a lot of people. This is Energylandia and Poland's magnum opus. Based on what I've seen, I really like how this ride focuses a little bit more on the inversions and turns than just airtime hills. My new number 1, Displacing Steel Vengeance. The train whips through the layout and every seat delivers an outstanding coaster experience. Great first drop, snappy airtime and transitions, crazy inversions, and all with butter smoothness. I did this in August 2024 and it was amazing. Definitely my number 1. The pacing, the elements, the airtime, it's a perfect ride. A lot of people like to say RMCs are a bit repetitive and stale once you get to ride enough of them, but Zadra seems to break that mold a little bit by offering a slightly different and more unique experience. Less focused on rapid-fire airtime hills and more focused on dynamic elements. Energylandia has Zadra as their crown jewel, and Europe has Poland as its star player for best roller coaster in Europe. That's a wrap on ranking every single European country by their best roller coaster according to the people of Captain Coaster. Did any of these entries surprise you? A few of them surprised me. Mainly Voltron being ranked a little bit lower than I thought it would be, and Taiga at Maki being ranked a lot higher. If anything surprised you, comment down below. This is a fun series for me to make, I'm not gonna lie. It started off as doing just America, but you guys gave me the idea to move it over to Europe, and now I'm planning on moving over to Asia after this. It's just a matter of time on when I do it, but hopefully soon. If you enjoyed, drop a like. If you didn't enjoy, drop a like. As always, if you want to see more videos like this, including the coming up series, ranking every Asian country based on their best roller coaster, you don't want to miss out on that. Hit the subscribe and bell notification. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.